So let us see what is IoT. Now, if you look at the evolution of internet or web, the web 1.0 was mostly static, and it was basically one way to deliver static content, mostly HTML pages, and they were viewed by the humans, basically the users, and not much of interaction other than navigating through the websites. Then we had a Web 2.0 a few years ago, and which was a lot more interactive, and we had a two-way communication between a user and the application, web application, and the data basically flows between the users and the website freely. And most of the time, the transaction is still initiated by the humans. Examples are basically social networking sites, technologies like web services, those kind of examples, Facebook, Google+, etc. And now we are talking about Web 3.0, where it is not only for humans, but also the intelligent or smart objects and smart machines will interact with each other. They will also interact with humans. Humans will interact with machines. So another the interesting feature of this IoT will be a lot of transactions will be initiated by the machines, unlike today's where humans initiate most of the transactions. And they will also influence, they will also control each other. The examples of basically Internet of Things and end-to-end, what we are going to see today. So these are some of the definitions which I found on Internet about for the Internet of Things IoT. I have listed down three of them. The first definition is a world where physical objects are seamlessly integrated into the information network, and the physical objects can become active participants in business processes. Services are available to interact with the smart objects over the internet, query and change their status, and any information associated with them, taking into account security and physical issues. Second definition is the network formed by things or objects having identities, virtual personalities, operating in smart spaces using intelligent interfaces to connect and communicate with the users and social and environmental context. And third definition is interesting, which says the point in time when more devices or objects are connected to internet than humans. Now, you can see I have highlighted a few keywords here that help us understand the nature of IoT. We are talking about hard, real physical objects connecting to information network. Now, they are active participants in the business transactions. So the word active is very important here. They make available their services in the form of web services on the internet. Other objects can use these services to communicate with these objects. So web services may become the predominant form by which you can access the functionality of these objects on the internet. The way today the web applications are accessed or expose their services to other applications. We are also talking of objects with identities and personalities. What does it mean? It means each object can be individually addressed on the network, and it has specific function or purpose to perform in the scheme of things. So it has specific definite context, it has a functionality, it has a role to play. The smart object is known for something, and it is closely tied to its social and environmental context. So that also is important. So it has a specific role to play in that particular network and that particular system. We'll go to the next slide now. So here you can see, we will see some of the characteristics of the IoT. First of all, it is a network of networks. So it is not a single homogeneous kind of network. There are multiple networks in this. Lot of local networks, many local networks, and which will be connected to the internet. Now, each local network of these smart objects, basically they will form a local system, and the collection of such systems will form higher order systems. So it is also a system of systems, you can say. And how they will be connected, how the local network will connect with the internet, and how the objects which are inside the local network will be accessed over internet. That's where the gateways will come in the picture. And these gateways will help local networks to connect with the internet. So the gateways will basically expose web services which either provide access to the objects and their data, or provide some sort of aggregate reports to the requester. So that will also we'll see. So for example, these gateways may perform more a smarter role, where they have an understanding of their local network, their local system, and users or other objects will interact with the gateways in a transparent manner, and the gateways will fulfill the needs of other systems or other objects or humans. So gateways will be important in this hybrid kind of networks. Okay, and it will also have basically, so you will have different kinds of networks. You will have networks where objects are connected directly to internet, and they have their IP address which can be accessed. And then you will also have networks where it will be local network, like say a GP kind of network at home, and which will get connected with internet using gateways. Now the M2M stands for the machine-to-machine communication. The machines interact with other machines the way humans interact with the system today. People use MTM and IoT words interchangeably in technology words. The typical smart object or machine will have local sensing, embedded computing, and actuator functionality. And of course, local storage also. Okay. And the smart objects, they can sense their local environment, and then they will process this information using their embedded computing and storage capability. And then the processed data will be either shared with other objects or humans or the systems, or the objects can also influence local environment using their actuators. So the object can act and can do some action in the real world, or the objects just send information, like for example alerts to either a human operator or other systems like say SCADA systems which are monitoring the networks to take some action. Okay, so that will so the typical intelligent or smart objects will have these three things basically: sensing, embedded computing, and actuator. Okay. So we'll go to the next slide now. So let us see what are the enablers of